Shane is a professor of physics and astronomy at Northwestern University. He spends his days thinking about our place in the vast cosmos. Give it up for Shane!
I don't wear my tie all the time, so. Yeah. Okay, so one of the most mind-boggling questions we can ask ourselves about the cosmos is whether or not there is life elsewhere, or whether Earth is the only haven of life anywhere in the universe. When we ask that question, what we're usually asking ourselves is there intelligent life elsewhere in the cosmos? And in particular, is there intelligent life that we might be able to talk to, that we could have a conversation with about our existence in the universe? The first person to really think about this was American astronomer Frank Drake, who in 1961 proposed an equation which astronomers could use to estimate how many civilizations in the Milky Way there might be. And that equation, appropriately enough, is called the Drake equation. And it's just 7 numbers that astronomers can measure or estimate. And if you multiply those 7 numbers together, you can all multiply, out comes the number of civilizations in the Milky Way galaxy. Okay, so 3 of these numbers are just about how many habitable planets form in the Milky Way every year. In the 1960s, we had no idea what that number was. But today, we know pretty well what it is. And astronomers think it's about 6 every year form. The other 4 numbers we're completely ignorant about because they're about life. And we really don't know anything at all about life except that it's here on Earth. We have no idea what the norms of life in the cosmos might be. So we use our guidance, Earth, as guidance. We know that the molecules of life are common throughout the cosmos, but we don't want to be overly optimistic. So let's assume that on all of those planets, only 1% of them manage to form life. And if life forms, if we're going to talk to it, it has to be smart. And so again, let's not be overly confident. Let's assume that on all of those planets with life, only 1% of them form intelligent life. Well, once you have intelligent life, if you're going to talk to them, they have to have technology. There's plenty of intelligent life on Earth without technology. Dolphins don't have radio telescopes. So let's be conservative again and assume only 1% of intelligent life even manages to build a radio. The civilization has to persist. Human civilization has only been around for about 5,000 years. There are many ways we might destroy ourselves or the cosmos might snuff us out. So let's assume that civilizations only live 5,000 years. If I multiply all of those numbers together, I get 0.03 civilizations in the galaxy. We could be the only ones and very, very alone. But most of you know the dinosaurs lived for 170 million years. So what if human civilization lived that long? If I go back to the equation and change this one number to 170 million years, we come out with 1,000 civilizations possibly strewn through the galaxy that we might be able to have a conversation with. And that seems like a lot. But we're all children of the 21st century. We know talking on phones is way overrated. What if I didn't want to talk to anybody? If I just wanted to know how much life is there in the cosmos, whether I could talk to it or not. If I asked a simpler question, if I asked on how many planets might life be as complex and as long-lived as the dinosaurs were on Earth, then what would the Drake equation give me? Well, the Drake equation is much simpler in that case. It's not 7 numbers, because I don't care about intelligence and communication. It's only 5 numbers. So I take the 5 numbers we had before, including the length of time the dinosaurs were on the planet, and when I multiply those 5 numbers together, I get that the Milky Way may have 10 million planets in it with life as complicated as dinosaurs. And that makes the 14-year-old inside of me very, very happy. Okay? Now, as most of you know, the dinosaurs were snuffed out, but their descendants are still here today. We're about to eat a whole bunch of them on Thursday. Okay? They evolved into many other things as well. Evolution did its job, and the dinosaurs, in fact, are still here. But if evolution's doing its job, there's no reason why the descendants of the dinosaurs remain dinosaurs. Maybe there are smart dinosaur civilizations out there that developed technology and developed radio telescopes and space stations. And if there are, they may be looking out into the universe and asking, are there other civilizations on some backwater world in the Milky Way that maybe we can talk to? And maybe we could talk to them about whether or not we're alone in the cosmos.